Where can you win $32,000 on the turn of a card? Right here on Card Shark. And now, the host of Card Sharks, Bill Rafferty.
Yes! Thank you. What a nice script. Thank you very much. Good group. Welcome, everybody, especially you guys at home, to another edition of Card Sharks. This, of course, is the show where you can win a fortune on the turn of a single card. That's exactly what we're going to do right now, because we're going to bring back our champion, and she's going to play the money cards. Let's meet her right now. Come on out, Katrina. There she is. Oh, you look terrific. What a nice sweater. Those are nice colors. I like that.
Thank you.
Good looking outfit. Very cruisy. Looks like you should be on a cruise somewhere. Tell the folks at home a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name is Katrina Washington from Chicago, Illinois, where I have two beautiful daughters that are rooting me on, April and Amber.
How old are they?
11 and 3.
Ooh, that's a big difference there.
Yes.
Okay. Are you ready to go after the big bucks?
I am ready.
She's already got, I think, $2,500 in her pocket right now. Here to deal out the money cards. Here they come. Here comes Lacey Pemberton and Susanna Williams, my favorite ladies. Good-looking group. All right. I'm assuming you've already cut the cards backstage.
Yes.
You know what the drill is right now. The $200 you won, that's yours to keep. We're going to start you out with some new money to bet with. $200 on the bottom line. Bet your way across the board. You call high and low. When you get to the second line, we give you an additional $400 of betting money. You must wager at least $50 on each bet on the second line, except when we get to the top. That's the big bet. She has to wager at least half her dollars right there. And don't forget, Katrina, you'll have the opportunity to change one card on each line by selecting one of the spare cards that Lacey is dealing out for you right now. Are you ready to do it?
I'm ready.
I want you to win a lot of money here right now. Let's give Katrina $200. She's got it. All right, Katrina.
I'm ready.
Let's turn that 200 into thousands. Here's your card.
Let's go.
We've got an ace.
All right. All of it lower.
All of it lower than an ace. If it's another ace, it's a push.
Okay.
All of it lower. Yeah.
Change that card.
$400. Change
number
it.
one.
Number one. Come on, cards. I can feel it. We want to make some money here. Yes, we got a queen. 400 queen. All of it lower. Yes, we got a 9. $800.
All right, $200 lower.
$200 lower. A 10. Good bet.
Okay.
Smart bet. You got $600 to play with right now.
Okay.
Your 10 comes up here. We give you an additional $400. You've got $1,000 playing off a 10. 200 lower than a 10. Come on, cards. No, it's a push.
Okay.
You still have $1,000. You're playing off the 10.
Right.
$200 lower than a 10. A 10! I don't believe it. Are we playing poker or what? All right, let's go.
Okay, $300 lower.
Yeah, it's got to come up. $300 lower than a 10. A king! Ooh! $700.
Okay.
Good news, though.
Okay.
$700. You're playing off the king. We've got, you must wager at least $350. Go for it. All of it lower. I want to see it. Yeah! $1,400. $1,400. That was very good. I don't believe that. 310. 310. You know what the odds are for that 310? Anyway, when we come back, the champ won $1,400. That's good. We're going to meet a new challenger right after this.
Prime time is game time. Password Plus, Supermarket Sweep, Sale of the Century, Pedal Tails, Card Sharks, Press Your Luck. Weeknights starting at 8, only on Buzzer.
Welcome back. Here we are with our champ, Katrina. She's now $3,900 richer. Good for you. That's some dresses for your little girls at home, isn't it? Yeah, I knew that would happen. Okay, as I've always said before, a champion doesn't last too long around here. There's always somebody that wants this space, and here he comes right now. Come on out, Ken. How are you, Ken?
Great, Bill.
Good to have you here. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a marketing associate. I live in Orange, California. I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois. Home of the Bears.
Oh,
and
two Bears fans here.
Yeah. I'm originally from Chicago. I am a single man. and looking to be a rich single man here very quickly.
Good luck. You've already cut your cards backstage?
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you. Let's see what's happening right now. Susanna is dealing out the cards for our first game. And as always, our first question goes to our champion, Katrina. Here we go. We surveyed 100 bachelors and we asked them, do you think you're good looking enough to be a movie star? How many bachelors claim they are?
Men being as egotistical as they are.
Now, wait a second. Now,
well,
back
most
up.
of them are. And some are very modest, on the other hand. So it balances out.
Absolutely.
Okay? And I think every man feels that he looks good enough to be on television. That number is going to be pretty high. I'll say about 72.
72. Look at all the ladies out here. You'll get yours. All right, Ken, what do you think? Higher or lower?
Well, Bill, being an egotistical man,
Who do you think you look like, Ken?
I think I look a little bit like Al Pacino, which I don't think is anything.
What do you say, Al Pacino or what? Are we dealing with Al here? Yeah,
Burt
they go for
Reynolds?
it.
Tom Selleck? No.
Okay.
There's an awful lot of competition on television these days, though. I don't think I can compete with those men.
How many bachelors claim they are?
Lower.
Well, you're going lower than 72.
I'm going lower.
The actual number of bachelors who think they are good looking enough to be a movie star is 75. It isn't lower, it's higher.
Ooh, all right.
Katrina knew it. Here we go, Katrina, back to the cards. We got a 5.
Higher.
Higher than a 5. A 9.
Can I change it?
No, you can't.
Okay.
Only the base.
Lower.
Lower than a 9. An 8. Ooh, right back. She could have froze there and protected her position, decided not to, risked it, and that's what happens. Gives Ken a free shot at the cards right now. You have to play off this, Ken. You know that. You got a jack.
All right.
I'll go lower.
Lower than a jack. We got a 4.
Higher.
Higher than a 4. We got a jack.
Lower.
Lower than a jack. He's got a 6.
Higher.
He's going for it. If he's got it, he's got game number 1. If not, he goes all the way back to the jack. Here we go. He did it. Way to go. Way to go. You've got $100. You've won game number 1. First player to win 2 games, they win the match. They go on to the money cards. Let's go with it right now. Susanna, you're going to deal out some new cards for our game number 2. And this question, of course, this is for you. This is our first question. However, it is our audience polling question, which I didn't take correctly, but I will right now if you watch me. This is our audience polling question. This involves 10 teenage girls between the ages of 14 and 16. Pretty ladies they are. Here we come. Yes. Good-looking group of ladies down there. Here we go, Ken. Before the show, we asked these 10 teenage girls, do you own more than 3 pairs of blue jeans? How many of these 10 girls do own more than 3 pairs of jeans?
Looking at these girls, these look like some girls that would look really mean in a pair of blue jeans. You know what I mean? I would say, ooh, just the thought of this. I would say, how old are these girls?
We're talking between the ages of 14 and 16, am I right? Yeah, these are the ages where parents have heart attacks we're talking over here.
I would say 6 of these girls have more than 3 pairs.
You're going 6. Katrina?
That number is higher. Because when I was in that age range, I loved my blue jeans and a sweatshirt, and I could be comfortable.
You're going
higher.
higher.
That was the thing, higher.
Higher than 6.
Yes.
Okay, my attitude is that they came with 3 pairs of blue jeans, probably. Anyway, Ken, if you guessed correctly, you win $100. And, of course, our lovely ladies down there, they get split $100. So let's take a look at it right now. The actual number of these girls who own more than 3 pairs of blue jeans is 6. Right on the button.
Yeah!
Right on the button. Way to do it. Here we go. We got one for you, sir. Thank you very much. 6. Oh. Now, 6 do. Who are the ladies that don't? We got 1 for. Just quickly, the blonde girl in the back row over there with the pink blouse on right now. How many pairs do you own?
2.
You own 2, but you're going to shop for another pair when you get home now with the $10.
Maybe.
Thank you. Okay. Listen, thank you very much, ladies. Have a seat over there. Here we go, Ken. Take a look at it. You got an 8.
I'll keep that card, Bill, and I'll go lower.
Lower than an ace. We've got a queen.
Lower.
Lower than a queen. We've got a 5.
Higher.
Higher than a 5. He's moving now a 10.
Freeze.
He's going to freeze. I thought he was going to go for it. I did too. But he freezes here. He protects his position because he knows if he makes a mistake, he's going to give Katrina a free shot at the cards. And we know what she can kill on those cards. Anyway, we're going to be back with more Card Sharks right after this. Buzzer, 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 buzzer. Welcome back. Here we go. We're in the midst of our second game right now. Ken's got the lead. He's got one game. Katrina knows this is a must-win situation. Second question in my hand right now. We surveyed 100 married women and we asked them, when your husband stares at other women, does it bother you? My wife gets upset if I bring him home to dinner, but otherwise it's not a big problem. How many married women said it does bother them?
Ooh, that it does bother them when their husbands stare at other women.
Yeah.
Well, most women who are married and are out with their husbands are very secure and happy. So the majority of them do not let it bother them unless he just keeps on doing it all the time. See, now then that creates a problem because she's going to want to know, why are you constantly staring at her? But for just a few moments, I don't think it's too much of a problem. So I think that number's going to be about 32. 32? Yes.
Ken, what do you say? High or low is it?
I think women get pretty used to having men stare at other girls. In fact, I'm going out with a girl now that says, look, Ken, there's another one. I think she's trying to get rid of me or something. I would say that the number was going to be, however, no, I'll go lower than 32.
You're going lower than 32?
I will go lower.
Lower than 30. I'll tell you, I'm going high. I'm going right up to the top. I think, yeah, see? The actual number of married women who are bothered when their husband stares at other women is 31. It is lower, but just by one. Woo! Just by one. All right, Ken, here we are. You got the 10. You can change it.
Change that card.
It's going to change that 10. That 10 now becomes a 3.
Higher.
For the game and the match, if he gets it higher than a 3, we got a new champ. New champ. Way to go. Way to go. Katrina, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You were able to get $3,900.
Yes,
We got some lovely gifts for you backstage. Thank you so much, Katrina. Come on over here, Ken.
Woo!
Way to go. You held on that 10 and then you went on 2. So we thought you were going to go for it right now. Anyway, you're the new champ. You have the opportunity to play the money cards and you're going to win thousands of dollars. Come on out here, ladies. Let's start dealing out the cards right now. Here's Susanna and Lacey to deal the deck that you've cut backstage. I'm going to quickly explain to you how you play the money cards. The $200 you've won is yours to keep. We're going to give you some new money to bet with. We'll start you out on the bottom line with $200. Bet your way across that board by calling high and low. When we get to the second line now, we're going to give you an additional $400 of betting money. You bet your way across that line. Each have to be $50 bets on that line, minimum, except when we get to the top. That's where you must wager at least half your earnings. Also, we're going to give you an opportunity to change one card on each line by selecting one of the spare cards that Lacey is dealing out right now. And that's all there is to it. You ready to do it? You're ready to do it? Okay, are we good? Let's give Ken $200, please. Yes. He's got it. Good luck, sir. Let's make some money here.
Okay.
Let's look at this card. A 4. 200 on the 4.
I'll bet $150 higher.
$150 higher. If you get another 4, it's a push. No win, no loss. We go on to the next card.
Okay.
150 higher than a 4. A deuce. It went down. $50 playing off the 2.
All of it higher.
All of it higher than a 2. A 2. We push again. Over here, sir.
All of it higher.
All of it higher. A 5. Way to go. We got 100. We'll give you $400 more. You now have $500 playing off the 5.
I'll keep that 5, and I'll go $200 higher.
$200 higher than a 5. A 5. $500.
$200 higher.
$200 higher than a 5. A 6. Very good.
Okay.
$700. $700.
I think I better change the 6. The crowd is getting hostile out here. Number 2, please.
Number 2. Come on, let's get some cards up here right now. That 6 now becomes an 8. Right in the middle. 700 on the 8.
$100 higher.
$100 higher. An 8. 700. If we played poker, we'd be in good shape here, but we're not. Here comes the 8. The 8 comes up here.
Change that card.
Let's change the card.
Number 1.
Number 1. You've got $700. You realize you got to wager at least half on this card. That 8 now becomes a jack.
Half of it Lower.
You're going half of it lower. We got it. Way to go. 1,050. 1,050. Very good. Very good. It wasn't bad at all. You know, a lot of people, you want to see somebody win the big bucks, but in about a minute, you just won $1,050. That's not a bad rate. We'll be right back with a new challenger right after this. Who's good?
Prime time is game time. Password Plus, Supermarket Sweep, Sale of the Century, Tattletales, Card Sharks, Rest Your Luck. Weeknights starting at 8, only on Buzzer.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here with a new champion. We've got Ken. Ken got $1,350 on the last play of the cards. We were commiserating about the fact that he didn't do as well as he would have liked to have done on the cards. However, Ken said to me,
I'll be back in a couple of minutes anyway.
that's a cocky champion. I love it, ladies and gentlemen. It's what made America great. All right, here we go, Ken. It's time for you to meet a new challenger. Come on in, Margie.
Together again.
How are you, Marge?
I'm fine, thank you. My name is Margie Patrick. I'm from the Cupertino, California. That's the infamous Silicon Valley.
Yes.
And last year I quit telling my age, but I have been married 29 years and I have 2 grown children.
But you're not a native of Silicon Valley. I detect a twang there.
No, I'm originally from Fort Worth, Texas.
Mercy sakes alive. I didn't believe it. Good to have you here with us, Margie. I wish you good luck today. You've already cut your cards backstage, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Here we go with our first game. Ken, question goes to you, sir. We surveyed 100 people and we asked them, have you ever told someone the check is in the mail when it really wasn't? How many people admitted they have told that familiar lie?
That's one of the all-time most popular lines in America. I've done it personally 100 times myself. Does that count? I would say that with creditors breathing down on us the way they tend to do, I would say that was a very high number. I would say 64.
64.
Out of 100.
Margie?
No, I think that number has to be lower because I think I would be very embarrassed if someone called me and had to ask me for my check and I had to lie about it. So I don't think many people would. So I think the number's lower.
And you've never done it, have you?
No, I haven't.
Never done it. All right.
I've done enough for both.
How many people, the actual number of people who have lied and told someone the check is in the mail is 33. It is lower. A lot of honest folks out there. A lot of honest folks. Here we go, Margie. Here's your card. You got a 10.
All right.
Want to keep it?
I'm going to keep that card, and I'm going to go lower.
Lower than a 10. An 8. Good choice.
I'm going to freeze.
Freeze right there.
I'm
Freeze
freezing
right there. That's a good choice, Margie. You knew you were right in the middle there. You freeze, you protect your position, keep Ken away from the cards, and you know if you get this next one right, you're going to have a chance to go back there and change that 8. Now, it is a chance for us to meet, we're going to have our audience poll question. We're going to meet the 10 young ladies we've brought in today. 10 teenage girls between the ages of 14 and 16. Here they come. Always nice to see them up there. Before the show, we asked these 10 teenage girls, Margie, oh, listen to this. Does your girlfriend know more about your romantic life than your mother does? How many of these 10 girls said their girlfriends do know more about their romantic life than their mother?
I have to say that has to be a huge number. You don't tell your mother anything after you get to be about 7, I think. So, so I think the number is probably 8.
You're going with 8.
I'm going with 8.
You're going with 8. Ken, what do you say?
Personally, my girlfriend knows much more about our relationship than my mother does, so I would say that these days it would be even a higher number.
You're going higher number. Yeah. I can look at all those eyes out there right now and I can see them kind of rolling in the backs of their heads because I know that all their friends know more about it. That's my opinion. I'm going with 10. That's what I'm saying. Every one of them. I'm going with 10. You realize, of course, Margie, if you're right, you get $100 if you hit it right on the head. The actual number of these girls whose girlfriends know more about their romantic life than their mother is... It is 9. It is higher. It is higher. It is high. Now, the question I want to know right now is, who is the young, truthful girl out there? Where are you? Oh. You tell your mom everything?
Yeah.
You do?
We have a real close relationship.
That's nice. That is nice to hear. What a nice young lady. Have a seat, ladies. Go ahead, have a seat. We'll get right back to you right now. Ken gets a shot at the cards. Let's take a look at the card right now. We've got a 7.
Change that card.
I don't blame you. Let's go 7. Become a deuce.
Higher.
Higher than a 2. A 7.
Freeze.
Freezing on the 7. A little conservative play going on here. People getting to those middle cards. They're just locking it right up. Don't want to take that chance. We'll be right back with some more card trucks right after this commercial message. We've run out of time. It always happens. It's just not enough time around here. Listen, I want to remind you, next week our audience polling question will include 10 lovely models. You'll be here. Come on in, Lacey. Here's Lacey and Susanna. And on behalf of Gene Wooden and myself and our players, we'll see you tomorrow on Card Trucks. Bye-bye.
Some of our departing contestants will receive a Jules Jurgensen Ladies Classic Series Diamond Dial Watch, elegantly styled with 10 genuine diamonds. The Classic Series, furnished by Jules Jurgensen. The Polaroid Spectra System camera with computer-designed exterior, autofocus, and audio signal system. Beautiful pictures instantly and automatically furnished by Polaroid. Bed sack. Great idea in bed covering. Provides luxury upholstery for your old mattresses or box springs and protection for new from Perfect Fit. A calculator. And introducing Pond's Cold Cream Pump. Now remove dirt and makeup at the touch of a finger. No soap does what Pond's does beautifully. An alarm clock and Alba 77 high calcium shakes, just 70 calories and more calcium than 8 ounces of milk. Alba, so yummy and delicious, it's calcium. A sports watch and the new Papermate metal roller pen. Doesn't smudge or smear like the leading rollerball pen. The new Papermate metal roller. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks. A Mark Goodson television production.